I'm going to do a quick low quality video here talking about this Rosewell 650 watt PSU I just purchased. It's an 80 plus gold rated unit, and I was just doing some testing. I set up a quick test rig, and it's actually pretty decent from my probably 15 minutes of testing. I compared it against one of these Corsair RM750X. Online this says it's about an 80 plus gold rated power supply. Doesn't have an 80 plus gold marker on it. However, online it does say this is an 80 plus gold power supply. So the test bench that I was testing it with is right here. It's pretty messy, but I was using two old R9 280Xs, and that currently I have it tested, compared. This is an 80 plus platinum rated power supply. Get that to focus there, and that's currently pulling 424 watts. But when I swapped it over to the Rosewell power supply here, we were pulling around 431 watts. So overall, in terms of like its efficiency rating, it's pretty decent. It was really close to this RM750. This RM750 used about 2 watts more than this power supply here, the Rosewell 650 watt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 24-hour test with this, so I'm going to put it in one of my RX 570 4GB mining rigs. One thing to quickly make note of is that these lower wattage PSUs don't have a lot of 6-pin connectors on them. So this one here came with 2 of these, at least they're not ketchup and mustard, 2 of these, I don't know what you want to call them, like 8-pin, dual 8-pin connectors here. So you are limited by this 18 gauge wire here, so you do have to be mindful with how much load you put on it. But what I will be doing is using one of these splitters per each rail, I guess you could call it. So with one of these, I'm hoping to power 2 GPUs, 2 RX 570s, undervolted, mining on Ethereum Classic. So hopefully that won't be too much power. Each GPU once undervolted, if you use the settings that I use in my videos, they should only pull around 120 watts each. So worst case scenario, assuming that it doesn't pull anything from the riser, which it will pull from the riser, we're only looking at like somewhere around 250 watts on the one line here, which is well in spec, because if you guys if you don't know, 8-pin connector is rated for 150 watts. So in total we can run 2 RX 570s per 8-pin strand. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, trying to run 4 RX 570 4GB. And then later on AliExpress I ordered an adapter, which is one of these nice quality CPU 8-pin EPS connectors to dual 6+2. So my end goal is see if I can run 5 RX 570 4GB properly undervolted on the 650 watt PSU. But yeah, overall it's pretty decent quality. And I'll be doing a 24-hour test and letting you guys know if it's actually as good as I think it is. But in terms of wattage pull, around 400 watts, it seems to be right up there, even with this Thermaltake Platinum power supply that I'm running. So yeah, I don't know about quality yet. Got to do a longer test, but I'll let you guys know how that goes in a week or so.